Hello, guys. I'm so deep in this. I'm so deep in this. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what's for me, what's for you, what's for who. I can't escape it. Yesterday was Sunday, right? I struggled with reports and Sunday service and getting everything out, and some attempts failed. I know you guys must be so frustrated with me. Keep hitting stop, but I promise this is not intentional. There's just so much going on. So yesterday was Sunday, so I thought, okay, I'm actually going to take Sunday night off. I didn't do a session, I didn't do anything, and I actually tried to sleep, but of course when I try to sleep I can't. So I was up till about 3:30 this morning, and I finally fell asleep, and here they come talking through dreams and more messages. So here we are. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm battling that. It doesn't make sense to me. Why I'm here, I don't get. I'm not, I don't have a global stage. I'm not trying to get to where, I'm anybody's guru or, it doesn't make sense to me that I am where I am and I'm seeing what I'm seeing and I'm getting what I'm getting. It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm battling that. I can't. And I'm uncomfortable because I don't really speak on this stuff. But I think I'm supposed to, because some of you may now start seeing things and not understand and not want to see. But I think it's okay. So I think that it is people who are, look, you spent a lot of time alone, by choice, not by choice, whatever it is. Like, I think it started when you were a child. Maybe the people who are meant to raise you, left you alone a lot or whatever, and then you get out in the world and get in relationships and the person's not always around. Like, you're consistently finding yourself with a lot of alone time, or like needing a lot of alone time, and it's through that most people don't see and hear the things that we see. Well, I'll speak for me, that I see and hear, because they don't have quiet time. They're constantly needing to be social and needing, external validation and da-da-da-da-da. This is the people that are beyond that you've spent so much time alone that being alone is not a big deal. You're not constantly looking for somebody to hang out with. Like, you're fine hanging out by yourself now, and maybe even starting to realize that you need to be by yourself to recharge, to get in touch with your intuition, get messages, whatever the case may be. Look, I don't even know where this is going. I'm just kind of letting it flow out. Okay, let me get to the dream that woke me up on the night I was supposed to get, or the morning, I guess I was supposed to get sleep. But, so, in this dream, I find myself in this big, like, stone building, almost like a library. Now, I'm old, so I've had recurring dreams and recurring things show up in my dreams, and for me, this usually is the Hall of Records in my mind, okay? Because it's like scrolls, but it's like a library, and it's very ancient and like stone and blah blah blah. So I'm there, and I've got a bunch of people behind me, like almost trying to shield themselves behind me, but it's like a big group of people. And I've got all these other people across from me trying to hand me things, give me things. And then some of them are scary, but some of them are just look like, I don't know. I can't say normal people. It's never people when I have these dreams, but beings. And they're not very scary, but they're here. Here, we've got these gifts for you, and da-da-da. And I'm going, it's like chaotic, and I'm trying to go one by one, like, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Yeah, that's okay. No, I don't want that. And it's like I'm making decisions for this group behind me. And then this woman shows up, very light around her, flowy gown, like very mystical, flowy. I don't even know what the material is, but, and she puts her arm around me and she's like, good choices, good choices. And then she like motions to the people across from me, like enough, like she swipes her hand, like very slowly, very gracious, like, I don't know. She swipes her hand and they all back off and then they float away. And then, okay, so I woke up and I'm trying to scribble this down because I always try to scribble down what I can remember. And as I'm scribbling it, I start writing like things that are coming through. And it's like this group is like the people I'm supposed to help on their journey. And I'm supposed to say that you're very powerful. You have this in you, whether you realize it or not. And that the other side being not on this earth, whatever you call the other behind the veil, they know when someone is born that's powerful and prophetic and somebody who is like a change maker, somebody like a truth speaker. They know when you're born. They see it. And they came from the beginning and tried to recruit you. Both sides, light and dark. But again, you ended up finding all this knowledge. And as time goes on, you're more and more aware of this is dark, this is light, this is, you know what I mean? I'm very stuck on the part of the dream where it was almost scary because it's like I'm trying to shield the people behind me and decide which of these beings across from me is okay. And then the woman came, put her arm around me, did the swiping of the hand, and they all just flew back. I'm supposed to say this isn't your first trip here. And that you passed. You have been recruited by the Most High, the most powerful, whatever you call that. Oh, my ear's ringing. My right ear is ringing. They were all trying to get you on their team. And Spirit's like, this is not your first time here. This is not your first time here. And you need to know the power that you hold. And like I said, even if you feel like I'm constantly struggling with this, I'm not a guru, or like I don't have a church and I don't have like I said, at max, even if I had all of the VIPs I left with, it was only like 140 something. Not, you know what I mean? I don't have active social media with hundreds of thousands of followers, and so you'll feel like, why is it such a big deal about me? But it is. It's a huge deal. Now I just heard hidden in plain sight. You've been hidden in plain sight. Like it's intentional, I guess, that none of us have like this huge following, or like hidden in plain sight. And that, you know, the average humans around wouldn't recognize, and maybe even would fault you for your gifts and talents, and you know, you're too sensitive, you're too blah blah blah, you're, you know, whatever. This guy is really getting on my nerves, and I think he's trying to. I guess the message is they've been trying to recruit you, and I keep saying, you know, it's the choices you make every day. temptation is always there, but I feel like it's probably getting easier for you. I'm getting like, you'll question yourself. Other people don't question themselves. You know, if you've had those moments of like, am I good? Am I a good person? I'm trying to be. Am I seeing this right? Am I bad? Am I evil? Do you know what I mean? You'll question that. Other people don't question that. But it's because you've been pulled in all different directions. But at the end of the day, you make your own choices, right? And this is why you're one of the most powerful ones, because you consistently make the right choices because you question yourself. Is this good? Is this bad? Is this evil? I don't want to be a bad person. You know, you're considered one of the more powerful ones because you make your own choices. You don't go with what everybody else is doing. You're not the person that needs the and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these people. I'm just saying you're not the person that needs constant external validation. You don't need the latest thing. You don't need to look like everybody else and fit in, and you know, you take, how do I say that, you get your wisdom and guidance from a higher place. Basically, it's not coming from the people around you, because the people around you are not like you. So where is it coming from? It's coming from a higher place. I don't know where this is supposed to go, but I'm gonna call it like ramblings from the journey. I don't know.